In this video, I want to show you why you should be using a couple less open stances on those forehands if you want to be more accurate and have a better forehand. So stay tuned if you want to learn how. Hi, this is Kevin Garlington from TotalTennisDomination.com. And like I promised, in this video I'm going to show you why you should be closing your stance a little bit more often than hitting the open stance forehand. Now, a couple reasons why I think it's really important, why this video is important to you about closing your stance. Some of the drawbacks from always opening your stance a lot of times that I see with players is they don't understand how to really use their hips in the open stance. So what happens is they just arm the stroke. They think because they're in the open stance, they automatically get to use their hips. Now, you can train yourself to use your hips a little bit more, but it's always easier if we can step into the ball and it makes us really use your hips. It's much harder to hit a ball sideways on and not use the hips. That's reason number one. Reason number two is when you're stepping into the ball, you're transferring your weight forward. Anytime you can transfer your weight forward, you're gonna have a better forehand. Not only that, if you use a semi-open stance where you get the best of both worlds of transferring your weight forward and rotating into the ball, you can use both at the same time. So there's no loss. Where some people say, oh, open stance is great, but sometimes what'll happen with the open stance, you can't really transfer your weight. You can rotate your body and rotate your weight into the ball, but you can't transfer it. The third reason is it makes you have better footwork. One of my biggest complaints about the open stance forehand is that a lot of people use it, and when they use it, they don't have great footwork. So what happens is I'm sitting here and the ball's coming when I should have moved forward, and I wind up waiting on the ball. I lose an opportunity to step into the court, take the ball early. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the open stance when used properly, but that means when you don't have time, when the ball's coming really fast and I don't have the time to set up. What I see is the overuse of the open stance where we do have time to move into the court and we wind up waiting for the ball. So if you're trying to play a more aggressive type of game where you're going to use your forehand to hurt your opponent and possibly get opportunities to get easier balls, stepping into the court is what you should be doing. So I want to go over some of the key elements of stepping into the court or stepping into the ball. There's two ways I think of doing it. You know, there's three stances. There's the open stance. There's the full, what I call closed or neutral stance. Now, when I say closed, some people think I'm stepping across. I don't consider that. I think I'm closing my body off, but I'm still stepping forward. I'm transferring my weight. I don't like when you have to step across here because we shut off our ability to rotate our hips. Now, the second stance, other than the closed, or if some people want to call it neutral, is that it's the semi-open stance. We get what I call the best of both worlds. This is my favorite stance out of all the stances because I get to use my weight like this where I'm semi-open. I can still transfer my weight forward and I can still rotate and really use this back leg to get some rotation too. And that's where I think and what you should be using. It's so important that you have the ability to make some adjustment steps to make sure you either have the ability to move forward and take the ball early, or if the ball's still moving, like on a day like this where it's really windy, I can still make those adjustment steps to get to the ball compared to being in the open, and I can't really make that much of an adjustment step. I need to be perfectly there. So make sure, in review, when you have an opportunity, instead of just waiting in the open stance, try moving forward. We want to start moving forward and taking time away from your opponent. Two, if you have the opportunity, use the semi-open stance. Great stance to move and use the rotation of your hips and move forward. Also, this is going to cause you to improve your footwork and get into better position. I think a lot of people don't like using a slightly more closed stance because really it makes you have to work and get in better position to hit the ball. But with doing that, you're going to hit a better ball, and also one other extra thing is you're going to be more accurate. Okay? So this is Kevin Garlington from Total Tennis Domination. Make sure you sign up for my YouTube channel and go to my new site at TotalTennisDomination.com to check out more great videos like this. Go home, try these out, let me know what you think on the blog below or my YouTube, and play top.